Hi, you're watching Current Issues. My name is Vineet Malhotra. The demonetization drive has unearthed a plethora of things to mull over, right from the unending lines to the economic impact some sections are facing. The scheme, although hailed and praised by experts, is crippling the daily chores of the population. But the politics that has fountained out of this move is something we delve into today. And on that note, let me introduce our guest who will be joining us. Richa Pandey, spokesperson for the Aam Aadmi Party, is with us. Thank you, Richa, for joining us. Dr. Ajoy Kumar, senior spokesperson for the Congress Party, is with us. Thank you, sir, for joining us. And later on, Gopal Krishna Agrawal, spokesperson for the BJP, will also be defending what the government has recently introduced. Okay, Richa, coming to you. You know, the Chief Minister, the leader of your party, has been extremely critical of the move, that has been recently imposed and implemented in our country. Why is that so? And, if we try and equate this, with the odd and even formula, even that did not go down very popularly with a lot of sections of the society. But nevertheless, a harsh decision had to be taken for the welfare and a brighter future of the population. Can you equate these two? If not, what are your reasons?
Odd and even cannot be compared with on a simple pretext that the scale of odd and even was limited to a city only for 15 days as compared to what we have right now is a nationwide issue. And here we have two things which the reason why AAP is not in favor of this move. One is the issue of intention, because 1% of population is hoarding black money, 99% of black money, and nobody has taken any actions against those whose name is in the Panama list, Swiss list and Bahamas list. We know that 99% of black money is hoarded and kept in safe havens, tax safe havens. It is kept in Bahamas, it is kept in Panama, it is kept in Swiss bank. So no action has been taken. So Modi ji is trying to protect his friends and the remaining 99% of the population, which is having 1% of the money, which is the liquid money. Modi ji is going after that. 86% of notes of 500 and 100 rupees are in this form, are in circulation, and you are trying to run the economy with the remaining 14% of the money. It is not viable, it is not feasible. Secondly, the issue of implementation. The implementation is very poor. It is a knee-jerk reaction. It is not well thought out. You are depending on a banking system of the country which is just reaching 58% of households. And in that 58% of households, only the urban population is having maximum concentration, rural population, and states like Northeast and Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, tribal areas, rural areas, they are left behind. So there is a huge impact. There is a huge liquidity crisis. Traders who are forming 40% of the economy, the informal section which is forming 40% of the economy, is having a liquidity crisis. Therefore, they are removing people. Their daily wages are being impacted. Unemployment situation is coming. So overall, the GDP, after Modi ji has asked for 50 days, please believe you me that after 50 days, the economy will not be able to stand on its feet for at least 1 or 2 years. The GDP will go down by 1% if this persists. So it is a major issue. It is a they have not even thought about it. They have made it a political gimmick. In Japan, he laughs, and when he comes to India, he cries. So don't mix politics with such a serious issue of people's livelihood. 25 to 30 people have died standing in queues. And here you are sending your 97-year-old
Let's also get a reaction from Dr. Ajoy from the Congress Party. Dr. Ajoy, the BJP has been adamant, that the corruption that they want to eliminate actually was at its apex, when the Congress ruled this country, and it's these areas in corruption that they are trying to wipe out. Your perspective on demonetization of 500 and 1,000 rupee note and the inconvenience a plethora of the population is facing, sir?
Nalin, first of all, one of the biggest scams in this country is the Vyapam scam. And one of the largest scams ever possible was what Mr. Yedurappa did in Karnataka. and right now in Rajasthan and Vijay Mallya and all that. But I'm not going to dwell on the BJP scams because Mr. Modi's GSPC scam and all that, there's thousands of scams, and the latest is the demonetization scam. The demonetization scam on a couple of things. One is that Modi ji and his friends knew about it. Why do we say that? The bank deposits in September increased unprecedented. CNBC did a story on that. And I'll tell you the actual figures. The actual figures are 5 lakh crores compared to August 2016. 5 lakh crores of additional deposits in September 2016.
Dr. Ajoy,
Mr.
the finance minister did explain.
Is the seventh.
But Dr. Ajoy, the finance minister did explain and elucidate as to why there was a spike in deposits. That's because there were a lot of arrears paid to a lot of pensioners.
So I'm explaining that, and so I'm explaining. So I'm explaining that the 7th Pay Commission, and I have a newspaper article, Economic Times and the government's record. Government says we spent, the arrears are amounting to 34,000 crores. So 5 lakh crores minus 34,000 crores is 4.76. So 4 lakh 76,000 crores, not explained by the government. You see, this is the problem with this government. They collected brick in the name of Ram Mandir, never made it. They collected Loha in the name of Statue of Unity, which they fooled the people. Now they're making it in China. Same thing with this. And my colleague, from the Aam Aadmi Party, Richard, correctly pointed out, the issue is drama baz. This is a Nautanki Sarkar. This is a Jumla wali Sarkar. This is a pura Natya Mandali wali Sarkar hai. It's going to finish off the economy. First of all, you look at it. Modi ji should explain where this 4,70,000 crores came from. All his friends. By the way, what is the other challenge with this with Modi ji? The other issue is the unprecedented purchase of gold, unprecedented increase in the price of gold, unprecedented increase in price of dollar. Who was doing it? So and by the way, I'll just quote you in terms of ground level. 8th September, BJP of Ghaziabad unit was transferring 3 crores in cash to the bank. My question to you is, if you see all the evidence, it is purely pointing out that the Modi government is doing this as a drama. And the last point, which is important, you are doing it for the black money. This is the biggest nonsense. The black money in this country has never been kept in cash. All income tax raids have shown that the cash and gold is less than 5%. Cash and gold. So the cash will be 3%, 2%. So what did you do? 125 crore people in this country are suffering. And by the way, the 2% is protected by Modi ji because 4.5 lakh crores were deposited in the bank. Mr. Jaitley says 7th Pay Commission, and we believe him. The 7th Pay Commission was 34,000 crores in arrears. This is what the government is saying. So my question is to this country is, and the famous Gujarat businessman of Modi ji who's got 45,000 crores of what you call under invoicing cases, that is not happening. And last, Nalin, this country has had approximately in the past 20-25 years, where could we have started, was 17,000 lakh crores of export. And if you export, you need to get the money back. You could have started with the remittance, all the suit boot friends. Why are the suit boot friends so happy? So the question again is very simple.
Dr. Ajoy, let's go
Natak
across to
kind of
Mr.
fraud.
Gopal Krishna Agrawal
Natak kind of
the
Nalin, I'll
BJP,
finish.
who's a
Nalin, I'll
spokesperson
finish.
for the BJP. He also understands a bit of accountancy. Sir, I don't know whether you've heard all that Mr. Dr. Ajoy has said, but he is not with the scheme. He does not actually appreciate the novelty and the prudence of the scheme, and he actually called it a scam. Your reaction, sir?
This Congress and AAP I was able to hear them a lot. These AAP and Congress, they are just talking lies in it. They have become expert in talking in lies. If you ask anybody from the economic side or anybody understanding business, he will tell you that whatever amount is deposited in bank, that cannot be black money. If anybody has deposited in his own account, he has to account it to the income tax authorities. If he is saying that September much amount was deposited in the banks of various individual accounts,
Why?
so that means it has come into the main channel. Actually, this demonetization is a established practice. We have to separate two things from in this debate. One thing is, does this demonetization checks the black money in circulation in the country? One thing. Then if they want to talk on this issue, we can tell you and we can establish that demonetization is a established practice across the world. It is a monetary policy through which you only
Vineet.
check the black money in
Vineet.
circulation, fake currency and black money
Okay.
in circulation, and you wait, let me finish, and you can check the terrorist money
Vineet.
also in the system outside the banking channels. One thing, then they are
Vineet.
all talking separately of the problem, operational problems. We understand that the common man is
Vineet,
facing
Vineet,
several
I'll answer those
problems,
two questions.
but
Okay.
those problems,
Dr. Rajai-
our government is
Dr. Rajoy,
yeah,
I'll come
the
back to you.
government is working. No, just wait. Let me
Right.
finish. Just wait. The government is working on the operational issues and trying to solve the problems. The PM has himself said that give me some time every day. Yesterday also he was there in a meeting till 1:30 a.m. in the morning. Today again a meeting was held up. Shaktikant Das is, the government is in control of the situation.
Okay,
We
the
are
government is in
understanding
control of the
there are
situation,
problems. If
and,
you are
and
talking
let's
of
also hear it from the
operational
convener of the
problems,
Aam
we
Aadmi
are
Party, Arvind
ready
Kejriwal.
to talk.
Dr. Rajoy, I'll come back to you, sir. Let's hear it from the convener of the Aam Aadmi Party and the Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal.
Warning the Prime Minister not to insult the common man standing in serpentine queues at banks and ATMs by calling them corrupt. Sympathizing with all those innocent Indians who have been going through most agonizing times for no fault of theirs, sharing the sorrow of mothers who are unable to feed their children, grieving with those who lost their near and dear ones due to refusal of treatment by hospitals on account of valid legal tenders suddenly being declared invalid by Honorable Prime Minister, resolves to urge upon Honorable President of India to direct the Government of India to withdraw at once the draconian demonetization scheme and to take necessary steps to institute a high-level probe to be monitored by Honorable Supreme Court of India to look into the allegations that the scheme is a fraud on the nation and that it has been launched to benefit a particular political party through its agents in black money market.
Okay, Richa, draconian, scam, very callous. These are some of the words that have become very, very commonplace with the Aam Aadmi Party. How is the normal man, a common man, supposed to, envisage the tone that the Aam Aadmi Party has against Prime Minister Modi? If we remove the demonetization move, since before, Arvind Kejriwal has always been targeting Prime Minister Modi for one thing or another. How can we differentiate? How can we find, the solidarity in what he said today vis-a-vis what he's been saying all this while?
It is by sheer luck that Prime Minister Modi is here today, and it is also by sheer luck that he has been ruling Gujarat for so many years, because we all know what he has done in Gujarat, and we all know that his names have been mentioned in every black money hoarders, every industrialist, every big industrialist who has a black money account. For example, in income tax raid on 15th October 2013, appraisal report of the raid held in Birla House, Shubhendu Amitabh, his laptop entry has 25 crore to CM of Gujarat in 2013. His name is there in Sahara Group raid. So the thing is, this person has been cheating the country from the beginning. It's just by luck that he is here, and we are
this is no way of
we are countering
debate.
him from the
If
day
this
one.
wild
And
accusation
if
and,
they
wild,
don't like
Richa.
it,
while
the
without
fact of the
any
matter.
substantiation.
Richa, you
this is
made
all fake.
Richa, you
This
made a
kind of
lot of
allegations,
startling.
wild
You said a lot of startling
are
things.
not required. We can
Vineet,
call.
I hope you have
a
proof of whatever
a
you're saying.
den of
Mr.
corruption.
Agarwal, I'll let you
a
respond.
den of
Mr.
corruption.
Agarwal,
Today-
Richa, I'll come
No,
back
no,
to you.
no,
Mr.
no,
Agarwal,
no,
let him respond, and then I'll go to Dr.
No,
Rajoy.
Richa cannot go on
Just hear
this
me for
wild
1 second.
allegations.
Vineet.
No, these kind of wild allegations have no
Okay,
sense in a
Richa,
debate.
Richa, just hold on. Richa, just hold on.
I
Richa, just
respect
hold
your
on. Richa,
channel.
just hold on a minute.
Proof was given
Richa, I'll
by
give you
Arvind Kejriwal.
Richa, I'll give you time to
channel
speak.
for-
Richa,
Proof was given
Richa,
by Arvind Kejriwal
Richa,
today.
I will
Ask
give you
Richa
time to
to
speak.
just keep shut.
Richa,
We have
I'll
the
give you
proof.
time
We
to
have
Richa has
already-
to keep
we are
shut. This
submitting
is all
proofs.
wild allegations.
We have to maintain the decorum of the
This is
debate.
not the way to do
Gopal
it.
Richa,
ji,
Richa, I will
Vinit
come
is
back
already
to you.
there
Okay,
in
Richa, I will
public.
have to
let
come
me
back to
speak.
you,
Go and
or
let
I will
me
have
speak, let
to
me
Gopal
speak.
ji,
fade
please
out your
go and see
audio.
the proof is
Richa,
already-
Richa, Okay, let's go to Dr. Rajoy. He's been trying to make a point since a very long time. Dr. Rajoy, with all the allegations, and the interpretations that you have given aside, terrorism is probably one area, if you concur, that would probably find a deterrence with this move.
Vinny, I've been a proud member of the Indian Police Service, and so let me tell you very thing. I feel absolutely shocked by this nonsense which is happening, for the simple reason being that nationalism and national security, jingoism is the last refuge of scoundrels, and that is a quotation by George Bernard Shaw. That's not by me, so that I don't want Mr. Agarwal making allegations. This is what I'm quoting George Bernard Shaw. But the important part is that there is umpteen number of data which has shown that the 0.004% is black money, is counterfeit currency. So what Mr. Modi has done is, out of 14 lakh crores, it will be 400 to 1000 crores or 500 crores or 800 crores. The economy has come to a standstill. 50% of the Indian economy is on cash. 50% of economies come on standstill. There will be a great deal of social distress, construction, everywhere else. So Pakistanis are laughing, saying ये मोदी जी तो हमारा ही आदमी है, क्योंकि हमने तो सिर्फ 400 या 600 या 800 करोड़ जो सिस्टम में डाल दिया, ये ने तो 1.5-2 लाख करोड़ का तो भट्टा पिटा दिया देश का. So my question is that smart? That is what, and then the 2000 rupees. Now Mr. Agarwal says that the high denomination black money, then why did you introduce 2000 rupees? So that Modi ji can move his money, BJP can move his money easily afterwards.
I never said anything.
The question is the fraud, the deceit. 2000 rupees you brought it. Why did you bring 2000 rupees without, and the social and the protection of that currency, Agarwal Saab, according to the reports, it doesn't have exceptional standards compared. It is as, I don't know if it is as good as the old one. But my question to you is, why bring 2000? To make sure that political, and the last time saying Modi ji is speaking so high, I am telling you, bring political donations only by check. Everybody will get affected, that will help everybody. लेकिन नहीं होगा सर. 54,000 करोड़ तो पिछले लोकसभा में लोग बोलते हैं भाजपा खर्च किया है. वो कहां से आया सर? कोई बोलता है 3,000 करोड़, कोई बोलता है 4,000. They are saying themselves 3,000. People are saying 30,000. Where did that come from? So BJP talking about honesty.
Okay, Dr. Agarwal.
I mean, please stop joking with this country, sir.
Dr. Agarwal, this turns out to be, it may be efficacious in the long run, but in the short term, it's turned out to be, an anti-populist move for the BJP, and all the urban-centric traders and the businessmen who actually voted, for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Do you think this move is going to ostracize them, relegate them, push them away from the party?
Vineet, I expect sincerity on your part. This has been an absurd debate that these two people are doing. They are just talking false and rubbish, which has no economic sense. And the wild allegations they are just making, it is not called for on a national channel like you. The debate should restrict to what the topic is. Now give me time to answer these rubbish allegations that they have made, and ask them to just keep their mouth.
We'll give you time, sir. We'll give you time, sir.
Rubbish that they are talking.
The proof is already out in the market.
Yeah, just keep.
The proof is already been given.
Gopal ji,
let Mr. Agarwal make his point. Mr. Agarwal, make your point, sir.
We are colleagues.
Ask her to just keep her mouth
Richa
shut.
and Dr. Rajoy, I've given you the opportunity to speak.
Just keep
Mr.
her mouth
Agarwal,
shut.
I take
Mr.
that
Agarwal,
objection.
go ahead.
Please
Say what
go
you
to
have to
my
say.
way.
Mr. Agarwal, go with.
Please learn
Go
that
ahead,
you
sir.
don't learn how to respect each other.
Mr.
Agarwal, no, Vinit, please tell Mr. Agarwal to mind his language.
Talk to women? Is this the way we talk to women? Please mind your language,
Vinit
Mr.
ji,
Agarwal.
but
Okay,
BJP has
Mr.
got no
Agarwal,
behavior.
and it's
No
a
sense
sincere
of
request
talking
to every
rubbish.
panelist.
No, first let
If
him
you
apologize.
let me speak, I will.
बदतमीजी का ठेका आपने लिया है क्या भाजपा वाले?
Mr. Agarwal, we have to maintain a certain decorum. If you are unhappy with a certain part of the debate, sir, you do not have to react to it. Now I'll give you an opportunity to speak
I
and
am
respond.
unhappy the way you are handling it.
And
You should give me time to speak.
I'm going to let you speak now, sir.
अरे but भाई साहब,
Mr. Agarwal, go ahead. Say what you have to say.
And ask
माफी
them to
मांगी है
keep their
सर,
mouth
माफी
shut.
मांगी है. कैसे शब्दों की प्रयोग
Okay.
Ask them to keep their mouth shut.
Okay, Mr. Agarwal, the floor is yours, sir. Go ahead.
The thing is, we are discussing monetization. Monetization is an economic term, and what we say, We are doing it for eradicating corruption in the country, reducing the black money which was in circulation to a large extent, and we hope to achieve our target what we have tried to do it. There are certain problems with regard to operational issues that the common man are facing. The government is well apprised of those issues. We are continuously monitoring them, coming out with new steps to sort it out. The Prime Minister has asked for some time, that by 50 days is the upper limit by which time everything will be sorted out, and we are not saying that the problem of the common man will finish after 50 days. On a day-to-day basis and hourly basis, the government agencies and government department are working round the clock to sort out the problem of individual common man. But you should understand that this black money and corruption is a problem created by the politicians like UPA and Congress over the last 70 years, and especially in last 10 years, they have looted the country through 2G spectrum, through coal block allocation. Everywhere you see there was widespread corruption which has generated a black money in the economy. And this demonetization is specifically to tackle the liquidity currency which is circulation in the open market. It is not through banking channel. There are two targets of demonetization. One was to bring the currency in the open market to the banking channel, so that the economy can grow, so that we can move towards cashless economy, so that our GDP
Okay, we've run out of time. Mr. Agarwal, okay, that's all the time that you'll get, sir. Richa, I'll come back to you.
So we are there.
Dr. Ajoy, go ahead, say what you have to say. We only have 2 minutes left on the show.
How the country run.
Dr. Ajoy, go ahead, say what you have to say. We only have 2 minutes left, and then I'll come to Richa for the closing remarks. Dr. Ajoy, go ahead.
Vinay ji.
Go ahead, sir.
Richard.
They don't know.
Okay, so Vinay ji, so Vinay ji, the question again is, the Bharatiya Janata Party has a habit of misleading and dealing in deceit and lies. The facts are on the table. The facts are on the table that the Gujarat businessman has got a 45,000 crore case pending or under invoicing. No steps taken. The facts on the table is that they need to explain 4.5 lakh crores of money deposited. Facts on the table is the BJP spent the maximum amount of money in the last Lok Sabha election, and they claim to be honest. The facts on the table is that there has been an unprecedented increase in the gold prices and the prices of dollar. The facts on the table is Mr. Modi has not arrested a single businessman or a politician in this 2.5 years. तो ये 56 इंच की छाती की सरकार जो है, सर आपको कुछ नहीं मालूम. अभी तक आपने किसी को नहीं पकड़ा. और द लास्ट, अभी जो सरकारी बाबू को जिस तरह से, सरकारी ऑफिसर को जिस तरह से कानून को हल्का किया है, he has made the law easy for corrupt officers. Earlier the CBI didn't need permission to investigate. मोदी जी ने क्या किया है कि you have to permission to investigate. Who will give permission? The मंत्री जी.
Okay.
So ये है असली मोदी जी का भ्रष्टाचार की लड़ाई.
Okay, Dr. Ajoy, I'll have to go to Richa now, sir.
देश को गुमराह करेंगे.
Dr. Ajoy, we'll have to go to Richa. Richa, we don't have much time on the show. You probably have about 40 to 50 seconds to wrap up your synopsis.
Then give me also.
Richa, go ahead.
A simple. You have already eaten up the majority of time, Mr. Gopal Krishna Agrawal.
Okay, Richa, go ahead. No need for clarifications.
67% of BJP's funding came from. There is no. It's not accounted. We don't know from where it came. That is called black money. Also, please strike your friend. Modi ji has a group of friends who are having 99% of black money. Please strike them. What have you done for them? You have done nothing. Third is, if you wanted to implement something like that, the banking system is not ready. The rural areas people are suffering, and also there is a liquidity crisis. So in future, the GDP will go by 1%. It is a big thing. People will be unemployed. There will be chaos. And then only Modi ji will come to know. If there is a vote today, if the country goes to vote today, Modi ji's government will fall down. That's what I want to say.
Okay, well, on that note, we'll have to wrap up the show, and apologies to any of the panelists who felt that they were not given ample amount of time, but we have a time constraint, and we had to maintain the decorum of time as well. Richa, Mr. Gopal Krishna Agrawal, and Dr. Ajoy, thank you so much for joining us. That is all we have on current issues. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.